Okay, this is the lesson on A Little Love, A Little Kiss. And we're gonna do this with the tab in hand, and I will play it phrase by phrase. It's a very rubato song, so you can play it very freely. So let's tune up. Okay, let's do the first phrase. So we're starting with a sort of A chord. I'm not going to name all those chords because it's very confusing sometimes. So then to a D chord. Then it's a diminished shape. Slide up with your pinky, the 10th fret, and then with the index down. And then play that full D chord with the F sharp in the bass. Alright, the next phrase. So it starts with that D chord and we're hammering on with our pinky. That way these strings keep on ringing. And then we go to the 5th fret. To that chord. Slide an E chord, it's a D7 shape. And keep the middle finger and the ring finger on the chords while you play, and then into the next phrase. Okay, we're starting with it's an E chord, an E7 chord. And that single string run. Sorry. Hammer and slide down, open. Then to an A chord. Diminished chord. Move the 3 fingers up and keep this one here. And then move everything up to an A7 chord. And here I'm doing a sort of a flamenco thing with the right hand. I'm playing with the thumb the 5th string open and not as in the tab the 4th string open. The 4th string is fretted at the 7th fret. And what I'm doing is thumb, index, middle, and then we're on the ring on the 1st string. We simply go up over all the strings. Well, all the strings except the 6th. If you do that in one movement, it sounds like one chord. I'll do that like this. It's a very powerful move, and you can do that everywhere, of course. Great arpeggio. Okay, and then we start again. This was the intro, then with the A section. So start with that A chord again, open, a D, and we slide up half bar to 11th fret. And then we have a sort of almost a C-shaped chord with a bar, but the ring finger is placed on the 3rd string. And we arpeggio it. Then we go to a simple B7 chord. It's like your E7 when moved up. And here we go. Alright, next phrase. Okay, starts with it's a A chord, like a D shape, but moved up. Then to the A, slide and grab your diminished chord, harmonic, and then a D chord. And here you can improvise as long as you do that downward moment. Alright, next phrase. Okay, we're starting on that diminished chord 5th fret, to the 8th fret, and then we have an E minor chord. You can play, for example, but we're doing a run. Oh, in the tap I did, but I think in reality I did. And then we have that very fast run with all harmonics on the 5th fret, and you should consider that as triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I indicated where you can play the thumb. Okay, and then okay, that wasn't too difficult. Then the B section is, well, a variation of the first section, of course, and instead of like here, we're going to a D chord at the 10th fret. So we start the first phrase of the B section. Start with that A chord. So I'm grabbing this partial D chord with my fingers, because we're going from a major to a minor, and if you do that with a half bar, you're going to have to move a lot. At the 12th fret. And in the tap, after, but I played the minor. So I did. Instead of it's hardly any difference. And then we go to that half bar at the 11th fret. And then we have again that almost C chord with the bar. And instead of going arpeggio way, we're doing it with chords. You could, as a variation, do half. Okay, next phrase. Okay, we've seen this before, that half. But now, instead of going to that diminished, we're going that A chord, and we're sliding to the 9th fret on the 4th string, going down, 5th fret. And then, what we're doing is a pull off, and a slide down, And I'm going in the tab this, we're sliding to the 4th fret, but I'm going lower. And then to slide up, I'm using my ring finger because I want to go into the next chord without much movement. So again, that phrase. Once more. And in the tab is written, but I did more like this. So I stayed with a temp on the 3rd string. Okay, next phrase. Okay, we start with that single string runner. I'm doing that temp, index, temp, index. Then we go to that diminished chord. So first we pick, and then we slide. We don't pick. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, next phrase. So we're starting again with that E minor chord, and this time we're doing that flamenco thing. Then open E. Harmonics, and the first harmonic is only 2 strings. And then 3, 3. And in the tab we have that 9th chord, but I did. You can do a bit of variation there. Then we have the end tag. Very freely. So we're starting off with an open E string, and then we have it's like a diminished chord shape, but on the 6th. So it's 6, 7, 6, 7. Then we have quite a stretch. If you can't do that, it's nice of course that it rings through, but if you can't do it, you play 5, 5, and then you go to that G flat. Then with your pinky, 10th fret, slide down, index on the 7th fret, 3rd string. Okay, that's it. And go to the performance video, and there you can click on an older video I recorded with another guitar of this song, and I added the 3rd verse, and it's simply a combination of the first 2 verses. So I pick a bit of this, pick a bit of that, but I stay within the progression. So it's okay. It's nice to see how you can make variations with what you have on paper. Okay, I hope you have fun with this lesson.